All right, hey there, Chris Ray family. This is Eric. I am going to give you a little preview of what's going on with GradeCam. In this video, it's going to be a quick overview of just really all the different tools that GradeCam offers, specifically looking at the data analytics and how to input your grades easily into PowerTeacher. So, if you have not already signed up for a GradeCam account, go find Lily's email, create an account, and then once you're done with that, we're going to sign on in. So right here, this is the home page for GradeCam. This is where you'll find all of your assignments. We'll go into a lot of these other buttons like classes, students, reports, and the toolbar right here. But for this video, we're just specifically going to look at what can we do with GradeCam once we've scanned all of our tests. So for this video, we're going to look at my test on electron configuration and light. So right now I'm going to click on that and we'll see all of the students' work. Alright, so this page has all of the grades for every one of my students, which is a nice overview. You see this right after you scan a student score sheet. You can see what questions they got incorrect, the number of points. They'll have whatever that percentage will be. But what's really the best part about GradeCam is when you click on this reports button. So let's do that. And when you click on the reports button, it'll take you to the assignment summary and specifically the score graph. This right here is the score graph. This is a breakdown of how your students did on your test. Clearly this test was not one of my students' best, so clearly something to work on. But what I love about this just assignment summary is when you click on this item analysis. When you go in on so when we get to the item analysis, I can see every question and what percentage of students picked a specific answer. So right here, if I look at my first question, 97% of the students picked the correct answer, and only 3% of the students clicked on the answer B, the wrong answer. But what's more interesting is when you get down to questions that were clearly a little bit more difficult. So right here, question 10. 45% of the students got the answer correct, and I can see the breakdown of which answers the students picked. And what I think is just so amazing is that now I can clearly see that question B was the answer that the students most commonly picked besides the right answer. So that's the misconception that I have to go back and clear up before our trimester exam and really before we move on. And also, this is just a question that I know, and really a topic I know that I'm going to have to clarify as we go on. So the item summary is very similar. It just gives another breakdown and more of a distribution, how many students got it correct, how many got it wrong. You can go in, so on the left-hand side, you can go in and see how students did, how one specific student did, so what they got on the test and what questions they got correct. But what I really like also is this class overview. And so when you get to the class overview, you can quickly see all of the means for each of your classes. But what I love is when you go into the by question breakdown and you can see what percentage of each class got a specific question right. And this is great for just clarifying for one specific class. So instead of going over the same thing for every class, you can be more precise with your reteaching. So now, that's just our quick overview. What I really want to do is show you how to actually import these grades into PowerTeacher. So in order to transfer the grades that have already been collected by GradeCam, you'll have to download an extension on Google Chrome or Safari, and I'll have a video specifically on how to do that. But once you've already done that, this is how simple it is to transfer your grades into PowerTeacher. You'll always have this toolbar up top. All you need to do is click on the transfer button and it's going to have a pop-up screen. And with this pop-up screen, you just pick whichever class that you want to import the grades for. One thing you really just need to remember is that you always keep this page open. And then all we do is we go to our PowerTeacher. Hopefully you already have this all, have the assignment created, and then we're going to click on the test, for my case the electron configuration and light test. And now with the assignment open, and again we need to make sure that this page is also open as well. I just click on my first student. I hit the FN button, which is at the bottom left of your keyboard, and then the F8 button. This is called the hotkey, so that's the play pause button on the top of your keyboard, and just watch how quickly it's going to import my grades. And just like that, the grades are inputted. I hit save right here, and then I'm ready to go on to the next class. And what I need to do is I just go back to my GradeCam, select my next class, and I just make sure that it changes. It's going to change to the correct class. So these are the correct students, and now I just go on to Power School, go to my next class, and then do it all over again. So with that, that's GradeCam. This is the introduction. We'll have more specific videos that are going to come down the line, but this is just a nice overview of the data analytics and just how easy it is to import your grades to Power School. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I know Lily and Harry will also be happy to answer questions. But with that, have a great day. Go Blue Pride. I think that's what we said.